And this was not promised. There was no announcement promised or anything. And as far as I was completely surprised. I had no hint this was coming at all. Roderick Strong debuted on the show. And like we had heard things, back like it feels like a year ago that he'd asked for his release and was basically he wasn't told no, but there was just like the word he got was radio silence. That was anytime anybody asked about Roderick Strong, it was radio silence. He was written off of NXT. He had a storyline injury, but he had a real injury as well. We think, and he may not even be fully recovered from it yet. But he just showed up tonight. No rumors, no nothing. I usually hear about these things usually a couple hours before the show. We have different little chat groups, and you and I both have contacts and stuff.
Fontaine Select, $5 a month, everybody.
Yeah. Somebody sent me that Fontaine Club thing. I'll show it to you sometime. It's horrifying. But nothing. And people that would know, and then like one person, well, Ryan, he put it on Twitter. So like he said he knew a couple hours before the show, and he said, you know what, there's no point in spoiling it for anybody. He said if he'd heard like the day before, he might have told us. But it was like, yeah, just watch it and let it play out. So I was pleasantly surprised, and I was like,
I like being surprised.
I love being surprised. I think the last time I felt I was surprised like this was Shibata. The one time when he showed up and we had no idea.
Not this last. I think
the first time.
Regal was still a shock to me. I never expected him to come into AEW.
You know what? Yeah, that might be right. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I don't think I saw that coming. I remember Sting. That one was a complete shock. But some of the other ones like Malachi, Miro, FTR, like we kind of heard about it the day that it happened, and and it was rumored. Some of them in some cases weeks, and this one there was not even a rumor. So that was really cool. But you had an interesting theory, and you just brought up Regal.
Yeah. I'm not saying straight up trade, but Roddy had signed like a 3-year contract like last year.
Yeah, I think
Regal had a couple. I think Regal had a couple years on his deal. I don't think it just ran out. But what if there was some wheeling and dealing between the two companies? I would not be surprised. It's like, okay, we don't want Regal on TV. Okay, fine. Then you don't get Roddy for 90 days until after Regal comes over, or something to that effect.
And we won't announce that he's released.
And that's part of the deal too, is that Roddy can't say he's coming. You can't plug it at all.
And we can't announce that we released him.
And we can't announce we released him. Yes. Yeah. I could see that happening. I could see TK really wanting Roddy.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's wanted to put that group back together since he formed the company.
I mean, he is a Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
fan.
And I mean, unfortunately for now, he doesn't have, not only is he a Ring of Honor fan, I really think he was an NXT fan.
I do too.
Yeah.
And
like his shows, especially like his pay-per-views, they look like takeovers.
Will Bobby Fish be All Elite again?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I kind of hope not, but I don't really care. You know what? If it's just for the angle, why not?
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd take the money. I'm not sure how well he gets along with Mr. Brooks, but
I mean, Roddy can talk. We know that.
Yeah.
He's
looking a little older.
Looking a little older. Looking not as
jacked. Yeah.
Just a little bit. That might be. I mean, injury.
Yeah.
That's
probably it. A lot of times, guys come back from injury and they're even more jacked. But
let the chest hair grow out a little bit there.
Yeah.
He's not tanned, rested, and oiled Roddy necessarily, but he's back, and I like him.
I'm a big Roddy fan. I mean, I
find him to be a much better heel than a babyface. So I'm just waiting for the turn right now.
As an ROH historian, I've been watching Roddy Strong for a long time. Roddy Piper too.
Shitty little boots are back, baby.
Yeah. And I mean, man, he looks better now than even today when he looked a little older. He looks better now than he did in 2005. In my opinion, he had all that baby fat back then, and now he's a man, and they've got, him and Marina are together now, and you got Cole and Britt, and the whole family's back together.
And they'll all be split up in the roster in the draft.
AEW
draft,
baby.